In Abercrombie, the Koalition. Thank you both for speaking to me. I want to start with Jerrie first. With the Tye situation, what I love is the relationship that is being cultivated with her character. But I want to know, do you feel that Tye is trustworthy because of her past?
I do think that Ty is trustworthy, but in the sense that and to the extent that she can be, I think that she is learning how to trust herself, how to trust in herself, and how to trust herself. And so I think that she has been trustworthy to her friends, which is a great example of the trust that she has. She has to have trust in order to be able to run a company. But I do think that she has to address the elephant in the room before she can trust fully. And I don't think that you can, if you can't trust fully, maybe you can't be trusted fully. So I wonder.
Wonderful. And then so for Meagan, your character for this season gave me emotional whiplash. I was in it. I was so with it. I was like screaming at the character, do this, do that. No, leave him. Girl, that baby. What I love so much is how she decides to trust herself. I wanted to know, where does that come from? Because she does talk about one of her fears is becoming her mother. So within that of becoming her own person, where does that trust come from? Because it's a very shaky emotion.
Yeah, well, I think sometimes it comes from not really having much choices. I think that when the choice is either this or this, and you know that both of them are going to come with something, you have to decide what is more important to you and what do you want more, and what are the things surrounding it that you can navigate or are willing to try to navigate because of what's at stake. And so I think for her, she has spent the last two seasons, going to her friends for advice and people who know her the best and know what she wants the most, going to Dr. Pruitt, going to therapy and getting all these tools along the way. And at this part, this junction in her journey, she's realizing that nobody can make this decision for her. Only she can, and she has to decide what she really wants. And I think that going through that with her career in season two helped prepare her for her decisions in season three. And I think I think that's it. She discovers that she is her own North Star. And at the end of the day, we're the only ones who have to live with the choices that we make in life for ourselves. And so that's really the essence of adulting. And I think that she finally comes into her own season three.
So for both of you, it's the episode, not the episode, the season really said that you have to, say goodbye in order to say hello. And so I wanted to know for both of you, who are the people, or either is it yourself that your characters want to say hello to the most?
Mm. I think my character wants to say hello to the most. Deep down inside, her family. I think it's been enough time that passed that actually the reason why she's not going isn't like fully resentment. It's like because so much time has passed, it's a little bit embarrassing after a while and a little bit scary to be like, who are they? They don't know who I am, and have they changed? I've changed. And so I think I think, but there is a part of her that wants to do it, which is why she does it, because I think that people can give us a push, but nobody can make us do a thing that we don't want to do or that we weren't already thinking about doing.
Yeah. I think Camille wants to say goodbye to everything and how everything the way that she thought it was supposed to be, and maybe even who she thought she was, and say hello to who she is. And and I also think she wants to say hello to Harlem, if you know what I mean.
Kind of, sorry. So, lastly, what do you think that Harlem has given to these characters? The actual location.
A sense of freedom, a sense of home, a home away from home. None of the characters besides Camille lives in Harlem, but none of them are from Harlem. But Columbia brings them to Harlem. And how often does school like bring you to a place that you love and then you just never leave? And they just never left this place. And I think it is that sense of home away from home that you can curate yourself in adulthood that makes you feel like the best version of yourself.
Yeah. So there's no place in the world like Harlem. It is authentically Black and beautiful and vibrant and unique and unapologetic and expresses itself like art that exists in a space, you know, in a borough. And um, yeah, Harlem, I think the backdrop of this show, which in essence is really another character in the show, being Harlem, is as it's so much of who we are. You know, we're still these women, we're still these characters and their experience, but the way we show up in the world because of authentically where we are in the culture, in the conversation, and the confidence, and the colors, and the fashion, and the Black owned business and food, everything. Harlem is really one of us four girls, you know, but bye.
Wonderful. Thank you both so much for speaking to me.
Thank you.
Your questions.